All right, guys. So welcome to this live stream here with your host, Trade FX. So as we do every weekdays, we look at the Forex indices and metal markets here. So hope everyone had a great morning of trading. So let's get on to this live and start with, as you know, the Forex Factory news calendar and see exactly what's on today. All right. So this morning we had the unemployment claim that was basically, I think it was negative here. It was 237. We're expecting 230. So that's negative here. And we had the non-farm employment change that was 54. We're expecting 77. And that's negative too. So two negative news so far. So we're going to be looking at the charts and see if we had some. We're going to have some indication that the price may start to go in one direction here. We may have some sell off here on the indices, but we'll see. So make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. We're always doing those live here each and every New York session, Monday to Friday. We're going back to our regular schedule here starting next week. So make sure to like and subscribe. So let's go on the oops, just gonna check here. Elion, hope you have a great day. Just gonna open this. Boom. And we're gonna be looking at MT4 and see what's up. All right. Perfect. So, no, great. What we're going to do, we're going to look at the alerts that we got here at London. Even though I didn't have the live at London, there were some alerts came in. We're going to see exactly if those alerts made sense. So we had UK 100 for sell for buy and German 40 for buy. So I'm just going to go back here and show you the alert here. So as you can see, the last alert here, I'm just going to scroll up. So the last last three alerts for London, we had UK 100. You had two UK 100 for a buy, and you had German 40 for a buy, right? So if you look at your chart, it should make sense that those alerts were profitable here overall. So yeah, two entry time for German for UK 100. So the first one was at 307 and the other one was at 329. So yeah, two entry opportunities here on UK 100. And for German, it was at 303. Okay, right 3 minutes after market open. Right. So what you're seeing here, guys, is the TV alert app. So this is my own app that I created. So eventually you're gonna have access to it if you're in the Discord group. I'll show you exactly how to set it up. Pretty simple. So that way, if I'm not on a live, you're still gonna receive alerts here based on the liquidity of the market. Okay, how do you get an alert? So you mean how the alert works, Dion? So if you're asking how the alert works, is that those are alerts that are coming from TradingView. Yeah, so those are alerts that coming from TradingView, and this is the app is my own app, Leon. So when I was basically in vacation, I was still working, even though I was on vacation, but I was still working on that in the background. I was working on that for the last couple of months, and I had to test it out. I had to do some adjustments and all that stuff. Took a while, but everything is done here. And basically, to have access to it, you need to sign up and to have access to the alerts. So basically, you're going to receive the alerts that are coming from my TradingView account, and it will automatically populate on this app. Okay, because there's some indicators that I don't have I don't want to give access to, but you're able to look at the alert, and you just have to analyze the setup to see exactly if it makes sense to take the trade or not. Okay, so that's why I show you guys to look at the support and resistance indicator that I created for MT4 that eventually will be on MT5. So that way, if you get an alert, you make your analysis, you look at your zones, you look at your support and resistance, you see exactly where we're at in the cycle of the market. And if it makes sense to take the trade, you take the trade. If you're not comfortable to take it, you don't take it. All right. So that's how it's going to work. So it will be maybe the last the indicators that I shared on TradingView will be one of the last ones that I will create. So the rest will be as an alert system, okay? Because I see that most people want to get alerts, and instead of analyzing the market, so that's what I'm offering right now. So anyone that was in the Discord before the launch of this app won't have to pay anything for to have access to it, but to have the actual alert from my account specifically, it will be chargeable for sure. All right, so that's pretty much the update on that. So we're gonna wait until a market open here in less than 6 minutes to get the alerts for the next for New York. But in the meanwhile, we're gonna look at the support and resistance indicator on MT4. So I know that Leon, you had a question in regards to the stop loss and take profit and how it works. So it's pretty simple. So make sure that you look at my screen and you're seeing my screen. You should be able to see it right now. And I will do an example here on, let's see here. That's Euro USD. I'm going to look at Euro JPY. All right. So how the support and resistance stop loss and take profit works, it's basically this section here. So you have a section that is called levels, right? And you see by default here, you have, I'm just gonna reduce this. Okay, I'm just gonna remove all of the lines so y'all can see, all right? Okay, so this section here, this is where you select your stop loss and where you select your TP. Okay, so by default, you see that stop loss is at 1 and the TP is at 2. Okay, so it's a 1 to 2 risk to reward. Okay, by default, you could change it the way that you want. If you want to have like a level, the second level, I'm just gonna open the the levels here so y'all can see, and I'll give you an example. Okay, so let's say I entered the trade on the live candle right here. Right. So what's going to happen is that since the trade manager is open, it will automatically calculate the stop loss to be placed on one level below the entry, and the TP will be placed 2 levels above the TP. So based off of that, your TP will be here on this level here, off of the higher time frame. It's always off of the higher time frame, not the current time frame, not on those two here, the first two options here. It's always off of the higher time frame. Okay, so you have to select the higher time frame. In this case, is 1 hour. Okay, and then you select your stop loss TP. Okay, so here it's 1 to 2. So when I if I place my trade, I'll do a simulation trade here. Okay, even though it's going to be a buy. I'm just going to make sure that it's open. There we go. So I just placed a buy. Okay. So based off of that, it placed my TP right here on that second level because it has to skip the first level because it's too close to that entry price. It's entry price. So it's going to calculate 1, 2, right? And then same thing for the stop loss. It's going to skip the last one and put it on the next one after. Okay. So if you look, TP is right here. Entry is right here. Stop loss is right here. All right. So that's pretty much it's pretty simple to understand. So you just have to select the way that you want to have the stop loss take profit to be placed before taking the trade, and then it's going to plot your stop loss and take profit. All right. So is that clear for you, Leon? So we still have less than 2 minutes left before market open. All right, perfect. So I'm pretty sure you understood that. Okay. Perfect. And when you want to close the trade, what you do, you don't have to go on the terminal at the bottom here. You just have to click on close right here, and it's closing your trade. All right. So I did it the way that it's simpler to navigate. Instead of opening the terminal here, putting your lot size, all that stuff, you could put it right here. You open your trade here, you close your trade here. All right. So pretty simple to use. All right. So less than a minute left before market open. So if we have an alert here off of the alert app, we're gonna hear it, and we're just gonna go on the chart. So basically, for New York, we're gonna be looking at NASDAQ, US30, and S&P 500. That'll be the three indices that we're gonna be looking at. If you have any other questions in regards to currency pairs, we can look at it also. But we're going to be focusing on indices, especially after the market, the news results that we have. We may have some movement here in the market. So I'm just going to open NASDAQ here. Now making sure that, and always when you load your chart, the current time frame levels will be open. So make sure that you close them and focus on the higher time frame always. So I'm just gonna move SSP 500 here, doing the same thing. Boom, boom. All right, and US30 is right here. And I remove those two. Boom, boom. All right. So now I'm ready to see exactly what's happening here in the market. So I'm expecting to go short on the indices here overall because of the news event, and we do have a fair value gap here on US30, SSP 500. We do have a big fair value gap here, and Nasdaq also. So it's already 9:30. 9:32. So I'm gonna wait it out. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel as always. And if you have any questions, don't be shy, guys. I will be here to answer them. All right. So we have a sell on US30.
Sell US30 at
So we're
price
gonna go on US30 here.
45,196.4 on 15 M time frame and
Put
time
my
9
sell.
hours 33 minutes
Give
and
you an
3
example.
seconds. Sell US30 at price
I'm just gonna change my
45,196.4 on 15 M time frame at time 9 hours 33 minutes and 3 seconds.
All right, so took the sell. So liquidity is going down right now. Make sure to trade responsibly, guys. This is only for educational purposes only. So make sure to trade at your own risk. So we took that sell. So I took the sell here. I'm just gonna go back on trading view, and I'm gonna look at the fair value gap. So we have a fair value gap on the downside. All right. So let's look at the So we did have a fair value gap right here on US30. We may have a And like I said, most of the time, sometimes it's gonna push down and then start to go up. So it did went to that fair value gap. So we may have a reversal coming in. So I'll prepare myself maybe to get out of that sell. So we have NASDAQ for a buy. And S&P 500 is a buy.
Buy US 100 at price 23,495.2 on 15 AM time frame at time 9 hours 36 minutes and 7 seconds. Buy US 100 at price 23,495.2 on 15 AM time frame at time 9 hours 36 minutes and 7 seconds.
So currently we have a sell on US30 and a buy on NASDAQ and S&P 500 right now.
15 AM time frame at time 9 hours 36 minutes and 7 seconds. Buy US 500 at price 23,495.2 on 15 AM time at time 9 hours 36 minutes and 7 seconds.
All right. So US30 was a sell and NASDAQ and S&P 500 was a buy. So we'll just see. So we may have a reversal. So that will be the spike of market open. So I just took those trades here just to show you exactly how the management part works. So we're already out on that US30 and S&P 500 trade, so I'm out of those trades. So we may have a continuation in the downside. Seems to be taking out liquidity at the upside. And like I said, overall, I'm bearish here on the indices. So this setup was liquidity in the upside for grabbing some liquidity in the at the top of those previous resistance zones. And as you can see, it went towards those two zones here on the H1. So US30 is going up right now.
Buy US30 at price 45,279.5 on 15 AM time frame and time 9 hours 40 minutes and 29 seconds.
that makes sense.
Buy US30 at price 45,279.5 on 15 M time frame at time 9 hours 40 minutes and 29 seconds.
All right. Okay, now it's doing its move. All right, so all right, so US30 is a little bit in profit here. Yeah, why was talking about it? So, so. right, so currently I'm in that US30 buy. So it went that wick. The wick that you saw here was going to take that fair value gap. That fair value gap that was here, and now it started to push up. So we do have a big resistance zones right in the top here for US30. So let's see how it goes here. If you have any questions, put them in the chat. Usually Thursdays and Fridays of NFP week, I do not trade, but it's only for, like I said, only for educational purposes only that I'm doing that, guys. Especially to understand exactly the trade manager, how it works, and all that stuff. But next week we should have a clean slate of good opportunities here overall. Other dates that we're looking at would be the rate cut for the US. So we should see some rate cuts, maybe half a point or 0.25 points from Chairman Powell. So, and we also have some crypto news here in regards to XRP and other crypto. We should have some ETF that'll be coming out here mid-October. And currently, the U.S. government is currently debating and trying to approve the Clarity Act. So that will shake up the crypto market for sure. So we have a lot of stuff coming in here in the upcoming weeks, especially if you're a crypto holder. So it should be an exciting time here. If you didn't invest in crypto, make sure to do that before, let's say before October, because after that the price may start to shoot up tremendously, especially if we have some utility in regards to Swift and banks with some stable coins and crypto like XRP, HBAR, Links, Cardano, and a few other ones. So that's pretty much the news overall for that. So Leon, I don't know if you're in a trade right now or you're just watching the market. Let me know based on your analysis what you saw. And yeah, tell me, Leon, tell me about your funded account that you purchased. How it works? How is it so far? Speaking of funded account, I have Leon. I know you were looking to get some to get access to futures. Okay, perfect. All right, great. Yes, like I said, I know that you were looking for to get some maybe a futures account, but you don't know exactly which one that would accept citizens of Croatia. And I may have found something interesting for you. So I'm just gonna get some more details, and I'll share it with you when it's clear and all that stuff. So basically, it's similar as a Top Step or Apex. So you're able to trade the futures contracts, and the cost of entry is pretty low compared to, for example, FTMO or any other CFD prop firms. So that should be you. You lost that account in August. Okay, so you lost that 10K account in August, and now you got another account, instant funding on 100K. Trading, taking trades from. All right. Ah, okay. Well, if I understand, you took that 10K just to test the rules, and then you purchased a 100K fully funded account. How much was it? So you said you told me that you weren't be trading in August in the summer, so that's why I was like, why did you purchase a 10K account in August? Oh, okay, guys, perfect. Yeah, let me know. Let me know about that. But like I said, there's a prop firm for futures contract. So not CFDs, no, not MT4, MT5. So CFDs contracts. CFDs means contract for difference, right? So those are spread accounts. But futures is really you're connected directly to the source, to the actual market. So there's little to no spread, and your order is placed right away. So no spreads at all, and that's what I was going to transition on off of. So, and those accounts are pretty cheap. So compared to CFDA's accounts. Ah, yes, you are. You don't know where where to look at, but I can confirm you, Leon. You're able to trade on futures. It's only that you would know you need to know exactly which platform, and I think I found it for you. So I'll make sure that I have the information to provide to you. I'll share it to you. Okay. Maybe by next week you should I should have that information here. So I was digging multiple prop firms that are pretty much not scamming or anything like that. So I find something for you. All right. So for US30, yeah, that's what I said, Leon. I know that you're in Croatia, so they accept Croatians. Right. So now we buy Nasdaq again. I think we were in a buy already. So and S&P 500 too. So I'm gonna buy this and I'm gonna
Buy
buy
US
this.
500 at price 23,445.1 on 15 M time frame at time 9 hours 56 minutes and 53 seconds. Buy US 100 at price 23,445.1 on 15 M time frame at time 9 hours 56 minutes and 53 seconds.
All right, so let me go back here.
Buy US 500 at price 23,445.1 on 15 M time frame at time 9 hours 56 minutes and 53 seconds. Buy US 100 at price 23,445.1 on
Seems
15
that
M
every
time frame at
indices
time
is
9
going up
hours
right now.
56 minutes and 53 seconds.
So we got another US30 entry for buy.
Buy US30 at price 45,328.5 on 15 M time frame at time 9 hours 57 minutes and 38 seconds. Buy US30 at price 45,328.5 on 15 M time frame at time 9 hours 57 minutes and 38 seconds.
All right, so all right, so let me go back on the chat. Could you switch? No. Yeah, for some reason the alert is in it has a I selected a female voice, but then after that I think it's because I have a voice to text program on my computer. The other voice to text program is picking up the request, so that's why you hear like three times the announcement, but it should be only a female voice that you should hear. So it's all good. Please check XRP EMXAI. Right. EMXAI. It's been a while that I don't use EMXAI. Give me 2 seconds. EMXAI. Let me see. Yeah, I think I removed it in my list here. Let me check. EMXAI V6. That's what you're using. Why is V6 is this one? But we don't need to look at the EMXAI with XRP. But what's your question, Leon? Is it the which version of EMXAI are you using? Is it V6 or? Let me know which EMX AI you're using, Leon, so I can see what you're seeing. EMX V7, right? EMX V7. V7 Discord. All right, so let me minimize that. It's not a bearish movement, Leon. It's a bullish movement. Right now, it's doing an ascending bull flag. So the market is the trend is going down after that big push up that was in July. All right. So when the price pumped until 366, now it's doing a bull flag. So you can see exactly my lines here. I'm just gonna adjust them, but it's still a bullish movement. So not looking to sell anything in regards to XRP. Just gonna adjust my zone here. Boom. So you can see here. I'm just gonna minimize this. Give me 2 seconds. I'm just gonna share my screen. That'll be easier. All right. So like I said here, even though you had that sell setup here, that sell setup is already done on the daily. But overall, if you look, this is a bull flag. It's a bull flag. You have a big fair value gap here for a buy. So if you see that, that's a bull flag. You have a bull setup. It needs to go back to that fair value gap and then start to go higher. So it's another bull flag. If you go here, that was the other bull flag that we had before. If you remember. So that was November. The November push up and then started to do a bull flag. Broke that flag, broke that flag here, doing another one. So what's going to happen is that the XRP will do multiple bull flags here in the upside. And eventually we should have a price shock in regards to XRP. Yeah, but the sell setup here it's been a while that sell setup was there. So But if you look only at price action, only Leon, you're gonna see that it's a bull. Like same thing here. You see exactly what happened here. You saw a sell. That's a daily sell setup. It went to TP3 and then started to go up. You had that buy here, and this one went until here. But this one, not seeing the price going lower than what it is right now. The maximum that it could go is maybe 250, $2.50, and then it will start to do all-time highs again. And we should be looking at $4 or $5 in here and beyond. So not looking to sell XRP, but for sure right now it's the best time to buy more. Yeah, that would be the maximum that it could go, but you could still continue to buy right now and cost average because it's still cheap right now. Even though it's at $2.80, I think 82 cents or 84 cents right now, it's still cheap. So it's at $2.84 right now. So it's still in discount. But the best time to have taken a buy was when it was around $1.95. I think that was pretty much right here. 66, yeah, 61 hour, $1.60 right here. That was the lowest point that the price went before that big push. So if you have taking a buy here and you have sold out at the top, that's a dollar move here, right here. But for now, I would say if you're looking to buy XRP, if you're buying to hold XRP, you could start buying right now today. So even if it was at $3 and something cents, I would still tell you to buy because the price will go higher. 100% guaranteed because we have the ETF that will be coming out here in mid October. So between October 15th and October 25th, we should have some ETF announcement that should be going live, and eventually we should have the Clarity Act in the state that will start pushing the market here. So the bull run is almost there, guys. A couple of weeks. So if you have the means to take some position here on crypto, could be XRP, could be any other altcoins. I wouldn't touch Bitcoin for now because it's first of all it's too high, and second of all I'm expecting a bearish movement on Bitcoin here because there was too much buying pressure here since a couple of years. So I'm expecting a retracement. Same thing. The same thing happened here when the first time the price went from 3K. I think it went from 3K to 20K, and then the price went back to 11K, I think, or 8K, something like that. So for Bitcoin, best time to take profit here for the upcoming weeks before that bearish movement. But for the altcoins, especially XRP, I'm bullish on XRP. XRP is way undervalued right now. Way undervalued. So hope that clears the air, Leon. So I'm pretty sure that answered your questions. So let's go. All right, so now we have the actual sell here. All right, perfect. right, so let's open. All right, so now everything is going down here. Sorry, let's see. All right, if you have any questions, guys, please make sure to put it in the chat. I'll be glad to answer them. If you have any questions in what you're seeing right now, the support and resistance indicator trade manager on it MT4, just let me know. If not, we should be closing out that session here. We should have tomorrow the okay, great. Let's see. Explanation is yeah, for 10,000 for sure. It needs to, if it wants to be used with Swift or any other institution, the price needs to go up because there's not a lot of token XRP token to be used in regards to transferring money, for example, or tokenization of assets. The price is too low, so price needs to increase. But to have the price to increase, we need to have liquidity. And when we talk about liquidity, we're talking about ETFs. So the ETFs are there to add liquidity to the network. So there's multiple ETFs that are pending that should be out in October. I think XRP will have the most amount of ETFs that'll be filed by the SEC, and Nasdaq is a sell. So if that's the case, the price will go up. So S&P 500 and Nasdaq is a sell.
US100 at price 23,395.1
So liquidity shift to a sell setup.
13 minutes and 57 seconds. Sell US 500 at price 23,395.
So that was the overall buys that I had over during, guys, was a sell because of that fair value gap. So the fair value gap went and being rated here. That's what we're looking at US30.
10 hours 14 minutes and 57 seconds.
There you go.
Sell US 500
So
at price
Nasdaq, I was expecting to go short, and that's exactly what happened. So it went back to grab some liquidity at the top and started to sell off here. So we should have a continuation here in the downside here. We do have NFP tomorrow, so we may have
Sell US
a sell-off here
price
until
23,395.15
the
time frame at time 10
NFP.
hours 14 minutes and 57
And for
seconds.
NFP, the live will be starting at 8:15. Okay, so an hour earlier. So our live usually start at 9:15. So it'll be at 8:15 tomorrow. 8:15 tomorrow. We're gonna have NFP. I will do a YouTube announcement. So my YouTube live link should be shown 8:15 instead of 9:15. All right. So hour earlier tomorrow. So 15 minutes before the NFP news, we'll be live to look at the market and see exactly what's going to happen. And we're still going to do the same thing. So looking at the charts and all that stuff. If you have any questions overall, I will answer them. And that's pretty much it. So let's just gonna look at the time. 8:17. So I'm not expecting to have other signal coming in because we have the actual bias here for a sell. So that was the bias that I had originally at the start. I took a few trades just to show you exactly how the trade manager works. So those were not actually entry points that I would take, but the overall bias was a sell, right? Based off of the analysis that I did at the beginning of the live, so you could go back and see exactly that I was expecting to go short on the indices, and that's exactly what we're having right now. So Nasdaq is going down, and then we have S&P 500 here that is trading down right now. So it should be rating off of those levels here, and we have US30 here that is trading sideways right now. Eventually, it should be going down. All right. Perfect. So any other questions, guys? So it's the final minute here. So if there's no questions, we're going to close out the session. And I will continue working on a few steps in the back end. So if you have questions, let me know. All right, so since there's no questions, guys, we want to close out the session. So thank you so much for being on this live, guys. Yeah, so thank you for being on this live. Hi, so we'll be back here tomorrow, 8:15, 8:15 tomorrow Eastern Standard Time. So an hour earlier than usual. So we can look at the NFP announcement and see exactly how the market will react off of it. So overall, I'm bearish here on the indices until NFP tomorrow. And yeah, and we'll catch on tomorrow here for another session here with your host, Trade FX. All right. So peace. Have a great day. Peace.